Moonspell and Within Temptation. Similarly, Moonspell has also seen a decline in its fan base as some supporters struggle to adapt to the evolving sound of their music. Guitarist Fernando Ribeiro believes that during the early 1990s, the band's earlier fans were more hopeful and more receptive to new ideas compared to today's fan base in 2007. Despite this, the group has managed to achieve success, with their 2006 release, Memorial, hitting the #1 spot on the local Portuguese music charts. Their achievement was recognized with the Best Portuguese Act prize at the 2006 MTV European Music Awards, a title that Within Temptation also claimed the following year with the Best Dutch and Belgian Act award. Moreover, Within Temptation was acknowledged as their nation's top-selling artist at the 2007 World Music Awards. Lacuna Coil. The Italian band Lacuna Coil has emerged as a leading force within the Gothic metal scene. Comprised of Cristina Scabbia on female vocals and Andrea Ferro on male vocals, the band typically eschews the beauty and the beast aesthetic, with Ferro dominating with cleaner vocals. Originating in Milan in 1994, they debuted with a demo in 1996, drawing inspiration from bands like Aradise Lost and Type O Negative. Their debut self-titled EP in 1998 made a significant impact in Italy's goth scene. Their inaugural album, In a Reverie, showcased a style that showed some echoes of bands like The Gathering and Moonspell, yet their music remained approachable compared to their contemporaries. A follow-up album, Unleashed Memories, was released in 2001, but it was their third full-length release, Coma Lies, that marked a pivotal moment in their career, earning widespread acclaim from the metal community upon its October 2002 release. Coma Lies propelled Lacuna Coil to the zenith of their record label, Century Media Records, and solidified their status as the most successful act in the label's history in Italy, as well as the top rock group in their country. The band further distinguished itself by becoming the first and, as of late 2007, the sole European Gothic metal group to successfully enter the US music scene through radio play and solid album sales. Their highly anticipated fourth album, Karma Code, made an even greater impact, debuting at 28 on the Billboard charts and charting in many European markets. The Coma Lies and Karma Code albums have collectively reached nearly 1 million units in sales globally, with a significant portion in the US. Lacuna Coil has also graced the main stage at the American heavy metal festival Ozfest. Their following two albums, Shallow Life and Dark Adrenaline, both debuted in the lower half of the Billboard charts at number 16 and 15, respectively. Evanescence. In 2003, the band Evanescence, hailing from Arkansas, United States, also achieved commercial success with the launch of their first album, Fallen, which has been characterized as a fusion of gothic and alternative metal. The album has been compared to other alternative metal bands such as Pod and Linkin Park, and has been described as drawing inspiration from both. Released in October 2011, Evanescence's debut album showcased a blend of gothic and nu metal and hard rock. Subsequent comparisons have been made between Evanescence and other gothic metal bands like Within Temptation and Lacuna Coil. Adrian Begrand of Pop Matters humorously observes that while Lacuna Coil continuously cultivated a fanbase in Europe with their approachable style of goth metal, they were overtaken by a group of young, heavily marketed kids from Arkansas who brought a more pop-friendly, simplified version of the sound popular among American gothic metal fans. Camila Albertson of AllMusic puts Evanescence in a slightly different category, describing the band as a pop-infused version of a metal genre that's already been somewhat watered down. Although Fernando Ribeiro of Moonspell does not consider Evanescence a metal band, publications like the New York Times, Rough Guides, Rolling Stone, and Blender still classify Evanescence as a gothic metal artist. Meanwhile, former bassist of the band My Dying Bride, Adrian Jackson, believes that Evanescence is creating music that resonates with a wider audience, similar to how My Dying Bride's music connects with listeners. Gregor McIntosh of Paradise Lost points out a generational divide between his band and Evanescence, suggesting that Paradise Lost has indirectly influenced Evanescence through other bands like Lacuna Coil. The success of Evanescence has been acknowledged for paving the way for other gothic metal bands to explore and expand within the genre. Him, a band that has garnered both widespread commercial success and controversy, has risen to prominence in more ways than one. The ensemble has thrived in the charts both in their homeland of Finland and throughout Europe, especially in Germany. Their initial release in 1997, titled Greatest Love Songs Volume 666, showcased a fusion of metal, 80s rock, and elements of Gothic music. Moving forward, Him leaned towards a more refined, pop-oriented style with their album Razor Blade Romance in 2000. The band has characterized their sound as a blend of Sabbath meets Depeche Mode music, which they refer to as love metal. Their 2003 release titled Demoni marked their entry into the American music scene with an initial ranking of number 18 on the Billboard charts, a milestone that was matched with their album Venus Doom in 2007, debuting at number 12. Lance Teagodden from Pop Matters points out that Him is a band that consistently elicits either an enthusiastic reception or a dismissive one, with little in between. The Finnish scene. In the modern era, Gothic metal has seen a significant influence within the mainstream in Finland, with numerous artists achieving success in the commercial music industry. Besides the bands mentioned earlier, such as Him, others like Karen, Entwine, For My Pain, Lullacry, Poison Black, Sentenced, The 69 Eyes, and To Die For, have all experienced the joy of having their singles or albums reach the top 10 positions on the Finnish music charts. Among these groups, Sentence stands out as they were established in 1989, laying the groundwork for their early work that was known for its melodic and black and death metal elements. For My Pain emerged as a band made up of members from well-known Finnish bands like Nightwish, Embrace, Eternal Tears of Sorrow, and Reflection, respectively, coming together as a supergroup. The End